Hi, the format of today's video is slightly different from the usual videos that I make. The reason for that is I plan to speak from my heart as an ex-teacher from a government secondary school in Malaysia. I want to talk about something that really saddens me a lot. I want to talk about the state of the government-run schools in Malaysia. Today, the government-run schools have been hijacked by a group of people who are furthering their own agenda of extremities. I don't know what else to call it, because they are failing to deliver free high quality education to children, which is the very least a school is responsible for doing for children of a country. These schools are run on public funds by the government. The facilities are fairly good and a lot of money. If I'm not mistaken, checking from the Ministry of Education website, the funding for the government schools in Malaysia internationally is second only to Finland. Yes, the government of Malaysia is spending that much money on education in Malaysia, but the state of the schools are deplorable. Not only are they failing to deliver the most basic function of the school, they are also failing miserably in other areas. And further to that, it has come to light today. This has been happening for years, for 20 years at least, since the time I resigned. I resigned in 1996. That makes it 25 years. For 25 years, there is a group or breed of teachers in the school that outrightly violate the children. What do I mean by violate? I will tell you a few accounts that I am privy to personally. One is teachers are in the habit of touching the girls' private parts to check whether they are wearing pads, to check whether they are really menstruating, in events where the girls claim that they're menstruating, to avoid praying or to avoid physical education classes. That's one example. There are also many disciplined teachers who violate the children. The first type of incident usually involves girls. Now the second type involves more boys, because so-called disciplinary teachers hit boys as though they are in a fist fight with boys in school. These are incidents that I'm privy to. In one case that was brought to me, a teacher was touching girls, primary school girls, about the age of 10, touching them inappropriately. In another case, a physical education cum disciplinary teacher in a secondary school used to pinch the breasts of girls for not wearing the PE clothes, the physical education clothes, sold by the school. If they go to school wearing physical education clothes that they bought outside because it's cheaper, the school sells the physical education clothes at a very high price, even though it was of very substandard quality. So if the children turn up for physical education classes wearing attire other than what is sold by the school, the teacher pinched the girls' breasts. Okay, now in a more recent event, a disciplinary teacher, sorry, that's not a disciplinary teacher. In this case, it's a physical education teacher. During physical education class, was teaching boys that if they wanted to rape, they should rape girls above 18, then because it is not legally an offense to rape a girl who's above 18. This is a physical education teacher in a school teaching the male students in the presence of female students about how to rape, the technicalities, the legalities of raping. This is the state of the education system in Malaysia. What is the Malaysian Ministry of Education doing about it? Nothing. Every time something like this comes up, it's just swept under the carpet. In this instance, the girl, the brave, amazing, well-spoken, intelligent, courageous girl, is a girl whose name is Ain. She has come forward, and again, there is attempt from all corners to sweep this incident under the carpet. Don't do this. Act now. This is not right. It has gone on too far. Now, these rogue teachers, this disease, this plague that is haunting the schools, that is walking the corridors of schools, promising harm to our children, they are doing what they are doing. They are pushing their boundaries, because time and again they are not punished. Not only are they not punished, they get to walk off scot-free. On top of that, they are also often promoted and rewarded for this kind of behavior. I don't understand what is happening here. Ministry of Education, don't let this slide. Not again. It's time for you to put a stop to this. Good teachers like myself, there are many others like me, good teachers who would fight for the rights of our students, but we get punished and tortured and weeded out of the school system. Yes, that's the truth. That's what happened to me, and that's what happened to many other teachers for speaking up to defend the rights of the children. On the contrary, these breed of teachers who are violating the rights of children, not only are they failing to do their basic duty, which is to teach, but they are also violating the children emotionally, physically, but they are getting rewarded. This has to stop.